What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Recap. If you guys are new here, new to the channel, new to the series, it's a weekly episode where we drop every Monday where we cover the week of Madden 20 and Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Let's get on into it. Now, we did drop a video earlier today. If you missed it, go check it out. It's pretty entertaining, at least I think it is. We opened up a bunch of, and when I say a bunch, like, we spent about 1.5 million coins re-rolling theme builder packs, and it was fun, man. Go check it out. It's linked to this video. Circle with the letter I, upper right part corner of your screen. Click that, it'll link you to that video. If you missed it, go check it out. All right, let's start by talking about Weekend League, of course. We only played 9 games this weekend. Every weekend I play less games, and you know, I need a break from the gameplay. Like, I don't mind playing it a little bit, but I just, right now, I cannot. My brain, my body, everything will not allow me to play 25 Weekend League games. It's just not happening. I'm gonna try in March. I believe this coming weekend is the last weekend of February, like monthly rewards. So when March comes and we have like open Weekend League starting off a new month, I'm gonna try to, you know, play all 25 for the full month and see how it goes there. But I definitely needed a break. We went 7-2. I don't really have anything to report with gameplay wise. Saturday, I mean, another big reason why I didn't play much is because Thursday we had the special stream, so I wasn't, you know, I wanted to watch that. Friday I was rocking out with the theme builder solo, so we could get our one of our free 95 overalls, and then Saturday night was the night I did the whole pack opening, re-rolling, and then the Wilder Fury fight. So that's my excuse. You know, it is what it is. Let me know what type of gameplay experiences you guys had. Anything different, new that you're seeing. You know, it's still corner routes and stretch. Yeah, that's all I got. Let's talk about, actually, let's take a look at the top 100. I forgot that we normally do that here. This is where we start to see the leaderboards become a little more easier to get in the top 100. We got 125-0, scrolling all the way down to the bottom here. Let's take a look and see what was getting us in the top 100. I'd imagine maybe a couple people with 19 wins snuck in. I guess I'm wrong there. So it looks like you needed 20 to get in there. You'll probably see this, you know, see that to start to kind of change over the course of the next maybe 60 days, for sure. Because, you know, Madden, MLB The Show's coming out soon. Madden's losing its steam a little bit, but they gave us some really good content this week. It all came on kind of one day, but let's start with Monday. So last Monday, we had House Rules solo battles, and I don't really know what to say about these. The scores didn't appear to be reporting correctly, and then the previous week's solo battles gave out the wrong rewards. So with that being said, this week's rewards did not come out today. They will not be out until Wednesday. EA, in this case, took the initiative to say, we want to make sure this is done right. We're going to delay it a few days. I'm okay with that. The tough thing about that is that the big reward for the solo battles, House Rules, was a 94 overall Ultimate Legend. And I know a lot of people were kind of investing in different sets, hoping they would get the 94 to complete a certain set. I don't know how much that's really going to throw the auction house off or people's coin counts off, but I honestly rather see them get the rewards correct rather than put them out and then them be messed up, and then you got to wait for make rights. It's just too messy. I'm okay with the delay there. Tuesday, and for me, I didn't play them. I started to, and I made the mistake that a lot of you guys have probably made at least once this year. I accidentally selected the easiest difficulty instead of the hardest difficulty on like the 5th one, and I said, I quit. I'm not doing it. It's not worth my time. I don't care anymore. Tuesday, we got some good stuff on Tuesday. Now, the cards themselves weren't the greatest, but we got power-ups, and the power-ups came along with solos, and I absolutely love what they did here. They introduced us to 10 new power-ups, and I mean, you guys know it right now with like Darren Waller and I think Fred Warner from the 49ers. Their power-up prices are ridiculous, and I absolutely hate that. I tell people, like, just have some patience. Don't spend 200K on a power-up, please. Like, I know some of you might have a lot of coins and are able to do it, and that's cool if you want to, but I love how they introduced 10 new power-ups and then gave us solos and said, go play these solos and you get one for free. I hope that they do that for the rest of the year, and I hope that we see more power-ups coming because We're going to talk about the content that came out on Friday, but of course, we got a bunch of 97s, and a lot of those 97 theme builder cards don't have power-ups, and I'm really hoping they do. Obviously, for selfish reasons with my all Eagles theme team, but there's a lot of them out there, and I think a lot of you guys would agree. Hopefully, we get all 97 theme builders with power-ups eventually, and if they do it the same way they did it last Tuesday, that would be awesome. Also, if they did this every Tuesday, I think it's something that we as a community would be very happy with. Moving on, Wednesday we got nothing. Thursday we got a patch. Now with the patch, it didn't really affect MUT at all. There are some of these elements coming to MUT eventually. When, we don't know, but basically they added more plays into the Madden Live playbook thing. You know, like the play that Tyreek Hill, you know, got a big gain on in the Super Bowl. They added some tight end screens. You know, just a bunch of random things. I would say this about just patching the game in general. I wouldn't expect too many more gameplay patches. Like, at this point, it's basically April. I'm guessing we'll probably see a first of the month patch. I'm sorry, not April. It's basically March. I'm guessing we'll see a first of the month patch early March. But, like, we've been complaining about the run game a lot, and, you know, there's various things here and there. I hate to say it, but I'm sure that they are starting to move, and probably already have started to move towards Madden 21. And if we don't see a ton of gameplay patches, I'm not accepting it, but I would not be surprised if that's how it is. And you guys have heard me time and time again. I'm fine with the run game at this point. I've learned how to stop it the best that I could. Since they nerfed Eric Dickerson, even though he got a new card this weekend, it's just that X Factor. Since that X Factor of his was nerfed, it's been a lot easier to contain. Yeah, it's still pretty good. Yeah, pursuit angles stink. But I just think there's some other things that I rather see them address other than the run game, specifically dropped interceptions, which I feel like doesn't even need a patch. That's more of a tuning thing. But I'm not a game developer. I don't know. I said all that to say I would not be surprised. I understand if you guys would be disappointed. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 0 like big gameplay patches going forward. So moving on to Friday, we got Theme Builders 2. And this across the board was a huge W for us, for EA. Loved it. It was great. Pros and cons. All right, so the pros, the number of cards, huge W. I don't even know how many we got, but we got all 32 teams, got 7 cards. You do the math. It's a lot of damn cards. Getting a free 95 from Solos is a W and a L at the same time. So it was a W because it's a free card, and it's a 95, and I'm cool. I'm happy with that. I think the L comes with the second milestone. 128 stars is not achievable, but I would like to see either a 90 or a 93 rewarded there instead of an 87, because if you guys, and a lot of you probably know this, like there's some solos in this sequence that are just entirely too long, and then once you unlock these are like super insane 6, 7, 8, 10, 14 minute quarters. I would have liked to see, for the amount of time that we were going to be grinding to get to 128 stars, at least a 90 or a 93 fantasy pack instead of an 87. An 87 card is worth what, like 20k? Not even? Yeah, no, it's like 15k. So I don't think that's representing the amount of time it takes to get that. And it's a nat card. No, it's not. It's it's not a nat, but still, it's too much. So getting free content was a W, but I wish it would have expanded and been a little bit better. The sets, I don't want to call them an L, but I would have liked to see. So with the sets, let me just jump on over to them. If you guys haven't completed any of them, there's an offensive MVP and a defensive MVP. They're both 97 overalls for each team. They both require the same 5 cards. The problem here is that once you complete the set, you don't get any of the 5 cards you put into it. Now, I get it from like a market standpoint why they did it, but I would have liked to see you get one of these 5 cards back. Because the tough thing is, for like theme team owners and people who are rocking theme teams, if you want all of these cards, you literally have to buy some of them 3 times. So like, I would have to buy all 5 of these once to get Fletcher Cox set done, then buy all 5 again to get Carson Wentz set done, and then buy all 5 a third time to put them on my theme team. And I think that's a little excessive. even if they gave you a fantasy pack where you got to pick the bottom 4 and not the 95, like you got to keep one of these 4, that would have been fine with me. Shit, even the bottom 3 would have been okay with me, because these have little value. This is 40k, this is 15k, these are 12 to 10k. So I'm cool with not getting them all back. I'm even cool with not getting the 95 or even the 93 back, but something coming back to us in the form of fantasy pack would have been nice for doing these sets. I think the player choices for the most part was a W. I think they did a really good job. Of course, there's some cards here and there that they could have done that they didn't, but we don't know what the future holds and what programs they have designed for the future. I mean, you even saw it with Ryan Tannehill. He should have got an honors card. They said, don't worry, he's going to get a card for a future program. This was well in the works. So I'm sure, you know, guys like OBJ and whoever, guys that we wanted cards from, I'm sure they have a, you know, something coming very, very soon. But all in all, Theme Builders 2, huge success. It gave us this exchange set, which I didn't like it at first, but as you saw in the video earlier today, if you did watch it, these sets made the reroll packs a little bit fun to do. I'm not saying it was a guaranteed profit. I'm still not sure if I made profit off of that or not. I'm waiting to sell my items. I'll probably do it tonight or tomorrow because the market's starting to go back up. But Theme Builders for me, big W. Now Saturday we did get some Ultimate Legends, and one of them was Mr. Eric Dickerson, who everybody hates this year, and I understand why. The card looked pretty good. I was a bit surprised to see we got it so early. Does he have room for a future upgrade? Do we see a 99 Dickerson eventually? Maybe towards the very, very end of the year. I just thought there were some other cards, legend cards specifically, like where is Ken Houston at? I know I'm talking a running back versus strong safety, but where is Ken Houston? I would have rather see Gale Sayers here. Like Gale Sayers' best card is what, a 92? Like why rush Eric Dickerson out? The other one was Rod Woodson, another solid card. I guess I don't have any complaints about this one. With the abundance of 97s we saw just the day before on Friday, it would have been nice to see these legends be 98 overalls. Does that happen this Saturday? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then the limited was Andre Reed. I honestly like that they're giving limiteds to cards that some people, I don't want to say most people don't want, but that's the case. Like a lot of people aren't going crazy over Andre Reed. A lot of people would go crazy over Eric Dickerson, which would make it a lot more expensive. And I like that they're giving the Woodsons and the Dickersons the set cards, and then the guys who, we're just being honest here with each other, the guys that not as important, the limited. But it sucks for like Bill's team owners because they probably had to pay an arm and a leg. But at the same time, we do see with those limiteds, when they're not high value cards, the prices tank a little bit. And of course, they're going to get a Redux card eventually. So, that's it for the content. Couple things to talk about here. And number one on my list, you probably saw it in the title, is this big wave of people getting what appears console banned. And I've had a number of people, at least 10, 15 people reach out to me on Twitter, YouTube comments that they got banned, and it was shortly after they did the Night Train lane set. So I did, and I just want to let you guys know, I reached out to EA Friday, and I let them know, and they said they'll look into it. That's all I'm going to find out. When it comes to people's accounts getting banned for security reasons, they can't tell me like why somebody got banned. I just brought it to their attention that, hey, this is something I'm seeing a lot of on Twitter. People are coming to me about it, and they said they'll look into it. I don't know what's going to happen from there. So it's one of two things that I think have happened, okay? Because I was reading through Mutthead forums on this as well. The first thing is, a lot of people who got banned were out there probably buying or selling coins, and the timing of the bans just happened to coincide with the Night Train lane set. So a lot of people are thinking I got banned for doing the Night Train set, but in reality, there was a couple people on Mutthead that openly admitted to selling or buying coins earlier in the year, and I think it just finally got them because EA, said on this day we're gonna ban everybody who sold and bought coins that we caught, and again, it was just a coincidence. But on the other side, I do believe a lot of you guys, and it appears that maybe this is what's happening. The number of cards you needed for the Night Train set, the number of cards that people are buying and selling, it appeared like bot behavior, meaning that EA might have some automatic system that, picks up on these things, and if somebody's buying and selling, 300 cards in a 24-hour period, it might come across as like they have a bot doing this, and really it's not. It's you gave us this huge, really big set to complete, and we're just trying to complete it for the best defensive card in the game. So I really hope EA addresses it. I'm not putting blame on any of you guys if you did get banned, but I'm sure some of you that did have bought and sold coins, and that's against terms of service. If it is just a case of EA messing up with this set, I really hope that they rectify it. I really do. I feel bad for you guys that can't play the game. I can't imagine it. It must really have to suck, especially with all of this content dropping on Friday. We did have some server issues on Friday, was it? Yes. And I thought they would extend Weekend League because of that. They didn't. I know there were some downtime Saturday and Sunday that were planned. I don't know if those actually happened, but I know Friday Weekend League was down for a little while. A lot of people thought it was because there was a patch that came out Friday, but it had nothing to do with the patch. It was something else that they just had to fix on the back end, and they had to take down Weekend League and solo battles because of it. For this week, content-wise, I think the promo for the Combine is coming. I didn't expect it today. I hope it's tomorrow, but I would feel like they would have teased it on GMM today if it was. I'm going to go out and say I think it's coming out Wednesday. I personally, for selfish reasons, I want it to come out Wednesday because that's one of my days off, and I'll be able to enjoy the content, stream it, make videos, all that good stuff. If it comes out tomorrow, though, I'll be happy. The actual Combine just started yesterday, but I think we'll see it at some point this week. House rules I would love to see tomorrow or at some point this week, but again, they didn't tease anything on GMM, so I really don't know what to expect. And also, this whole solo battle reward debacle could be delaying other content. And that's all I really got. Hopefully, Ultimate Legends on Saturday are 98s, but all I really expect this week is, Combine and Ultimate Legends. I wouldn't expect daily promos or content to come back because they just gave us almost 300 or a little over 300 cards. So we'll see, man. You guys let me know, or what you expect or what you hope to see. That's all we got. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.